We've been here at the market now, Santa Fe Indian Art Market, for, well, about 3 hours. Just want to capture some of your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? What have you learned today?
Well, it's a little overwhelming. There's a lot to it. There's lots of people kind of doing an individual craft, and then there's people who have booths that are selling lots of different crafts. So I think there are 4 different types of art that can be sold here. 4 or 5, I can't remember.
So like pottery, weaving,
jewelry,
painting, sculpture. Yeah. So there's a few things I'm thinking about. One is, I think I always am very aware in situations like this about race and about culture. And I'm very aware of being like a white woman walking around looking at all this indigenous art and like appraising its value and appraising the art. And what's the difference between like appropriating? So there's some of the art that's very traditional where I feel like if I put that on my wall, it would almost be like appropriating somebody's culture. But then also like appreciating somebody's culture, and especially appreciating their art and knowing they're artists. They want to sell their work. They're artisans. They want people to buy it. I don't know. What do you think about that? How do you think about those things?
I think it's such a fine line. For me, it really has to do with kind of the story behind the art. Like, I like there to be a relationship, so it's not just a transaction. I don't just walk into a space and, see something that automatically I assume is just for my own consumption. I like there to be a relationship with the artist, a story behind it, to know the meaning, like what the art meant to them when they created it, what inspired them about it.
Yeah, we have a lot of art in our house. Like, so we spent some time in Ghana and we bought 2 or 3 traditional pieces in Ghana, and I think we were very intentional about that. So we always are wondering, like, if you walk in our house and you see these white women with like this Ghanaian art on the wall, like, are you like, what is that about? But
we also have art from Iowa and the Amsterdam area, and I think partially art is reflective of what moves us. And so to have our art tell a story of our lives, places we've been, things that matter to us. And I'd say that's true for a lot of the artisans here. I imagine they work really hard to get ready for this show, perhaps even a year in advance.
Yep.
I'm also really aware of the price differences outside of the market, and and then you come in, and I can't say much about the quality difference, but there certainly is a price difference. So in terms of art and equity, yeah, we want people to get paid equitably for their art. And then I also wonder, how is art affordable for people?
Yeah, that's right. So we stopped. We're inside the juried show right now. And so you have to be chosen, but then pay a lot to have a booth in here. And then we stopped, and there are people like selling things in the public square here in Santa Fe. And yeah, like, who values, that art, this art is worth $1,500, this necklace, but then this necklace is worth $60. And she say, I don't know that it's about quality that makes the difference there. I think a lot of it is about connection. And then also, as an artist, I often think it's also like having some gumption. Just say, yeah, my piece is worth this. This is what you should pay me. And I think that's always a challenge for artists. I think the last thing that I'll say I learned today is that some of the art that I really appreciated and loved was when there were like very traditional native elements mixed in with contemporary. So there's one artist that I loved, and his work was very vibrant modern colors, and it was showing like life on the reservation, but it had a very like it was like a kid smoking marijuana and like violence, and just like that it's not just about, this is such a beautiful culture and I like think about it that way, but think about like the realities of people's lives. I like art that's real, that tells a story of more than just beauty, but also reality.
Yeah, so it kind of reminded me of almost like graffiti in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
A tangible nature to it. And I think that's really the people, the artisans that I've really been appreciating here are the ones who aren't just selling relics. I mean, there's a tradition that gets passed on in art, which is a beautiful thing about legacy. And I love to see how people are claiming that tradition and making it their own for this generation and for generations to come.
All right. Anything else to add, darling?
No.
All right. We'll see y'all soon. Bye.